We will start the session in about 5 minutes, so make yourself comfortable and take a rest because we will have a huge expedition tonight. We'll travel to the solar system together. The session starts, as I said, in 3 to 4 minutes.
Also, guck, Mann, ja? Das grüne Mann,
Wir müssen mal vor.
kennst du das Solarsystem?
Oh, I missed not being able to jump.
I don't know how.
The platform.
Hast du schon gesehen?
Ja. Yeah, you can have
Bitte?
gut gepasst. Ich wollte noch mal eine
Den
letzte
Solarsystem
Oh,
hier
yeah.
in Altspace. Hast du schon gesehen?
Oh. Who deleted my...
Ja.
Recording right now, I think.
Get back over there. I like
anything like that when I finally
over
get to
here. I
that
like
point.
using the spheres.
Or,
And
so I'm sending you my disc.
put anaglyph 3D images in them
Okay,
and have
great,
fun with
thank
that,
you.
putting on the 3D
Oh, okay.
glasses.
You're welcome.
And then I've started with optical illusions inside
that
of
to
the
you as
spheres,
well.
but it's very flat. But Engage will let you do video, I guess. And
They
if you can
do.
do video,
There's some unique
you can
tools over
probably
there.
you can probably do anaglyph video as well. And it's like,
So I think-
now if I can find those.
All right.
More sandbox.
Good evening,
Sandbox, but some unique
ladies and gentlemen, dear metanauts, to the March edition of our X Night here in Area X. My name is Thomas Zorbach. I'm the host of the series of events that takes place every second Thursday each month. You all heard the sad news. Altspace will be put to rest on March 10th. It's being called Sunset. Sunset, for me, is one of the hugest euphemisms I have ever heard. For me, it's rather a murder, a murder of a community. And that's why I'm so glad that, that we got a crowded house tonight. Welcome, everyone. I'm really, really happy to see so many people. It's really great. We all experience a great time here in Altspace. And I can say that our team, VM people, we will continue doing this. We don't know yet where to go, but we will definitely find a solution and tell you. So stay tuned. And yeah, as for tonight, whenever I talk about virtual reality and the opportunities, I always I'm looking for examples how to bring about this great experience. And in the last couple of months, I always refer to one special experience here in Altspace, and this is the solar system and beyond, as it is being called. Why do I do this? Because there you see all what is great about virtual reality, that you can go to a place you can never go as long as you are not an astronaut. And it really, really tells the story of how immersive a virtual reality can be if the content is developed very, very good. And I'm really, really happy that we got the world builder of this solar system here tonight. I mean, when do you have the chance to see the creator of a world, of the universe? Here we got it. We got him tonight. And please, ladies and gentlemen, warm welcome to Niko Lang.
Hello, hello. Thank you. Okay, so just a short question before I start my presentation here. It will be a short presentation. On your right side, you have a panel here, and I am asking the question, have you been to the solar system in AltspaceVR before? So just vote there. I want to see how many of you have actually visited it before.
Oh.
You can just click on the checkbox.
That's not
left
accurate
to the
information. I
number.
think what's happened is it's stuck behind the stage blocker. Give me 1 second. Let me move this.
Okay.
That's why I was going to say we should definitely have more than 4 on the yes. Let me just give that a move. Right, there we go. There we go. Now it's moved. If everyone can try and click on. There we go. That's more accurate.
Yeah. Okay, still some people who haven't seen it yet. That's good. 7 people. It's always good to have some people who have never seen it before, who see the animations the first time. Okay, so like almost half the people haven't seen it before yet. Cool. Okay, my presentation will be short. I'm just really give a really short introduction who I am and why I did the solar system. The main part will be the tour itself. So we will just go around the solar system, go to the planets and everywhere. And during the tour, you can always ask questions. So let's start. So that was me 26 years ago. I'm sometimes showing that picture to show people I was already into the stuff 26 years ago. I liked space. I like to build things. I didn't have a PC then, but you can see people already like saw I want to do stuff like that. My background, so I started with 3D stuff already in school, Cinema 4D, also got into design, Photoshop, After Effects, like all the Adobe stuff. But I was working more in the IT consulting business. So I have some coding background, actually IT background. That's quite useful for the stuff that I'm doing here. I'm in Altspace since 2016, so quite a long time, 7 years now, even before Microsoft bought it in 2017. They had a completely different SDK during the time. It was done with A-Frame. I also did some A-Frame development. And now, 4 years ago, I started with Unity. And what I'm really specializing is shader development. I'm not really like that into modeling. You will see that later. So the World Solar System and beyond, I started this like 3 years ago. I had a vision of like a space just to show the planets. I liked like there's a lot of software for showing planets like Space Engine, Universe Sandbox. There was Celestia. I really liked that program during school time already, and like to make the planets look nice. And yeah, I did that here 3 years ago, and it was for me like the main project here in Altspace. I made a lot of other worlds, but this was like always a project I constantly updated with new content and developed new shaders for the solar system. So that's what actually was driving the whole development I did here. That's like a shader here I did. I think that's a shader for the atmosphere. You will not be able to see the details here on the screen, but you can kind of see how it's set up. Like we get a lot of nodes, a lot of connections. It's like programming something you would do in a video editing program, animations, different layers like in Photoshop. So the background of that was really helpful to learn this kind of development here. And it's also a really performant way to develop content for Quest devices. What I really found out is the Quest is not really good at many polygons. It's not really good with real-time lighting, but it's really good at like rendering just simple shaders. And all my assets in the solar system is just spheres. It's not really high poly. It's not real-time lighting. It's just one directional light, but Quest is really good at rendering shaders and then getting a lot of details, like more details as you usually would expect from a Quest device on that kind of yeah, on a Quest device and getting more quality. It's even better on PC, of course. Like when it's compatible for Quest, it's better on PC, but we will go into that later. So just a few pictures. This is Saturn here. You can actually go to all planets in the solar system up to scale. So you see the size of the rings of Saturn, and then you actually see the size of Saturn. You can see how it's compared in the size to the other objects. So that's Jupiter. You have like the planet Io over here. We'll also see that during the tour. You have the planet Earth. And you can even go inside all the planets, see the inner layers of the planets, even there to scale. So you can really get a feeling for the sizes. And I have animations, like this animation. You also see that one. It's the asteroid impact 66 million years ago. The dinosaurs died. Not all of them, but many. The asteroid impact. And it's like an example for a really immersive educational experience. Like I was really trying to be accurate about everything, the size of the asteroid, the impact angle. Like I'm really trying to make it as accurate as possible. So yeah, really observe like these kinds of important events. Also, this event is like sun red giant animation, where the sun becomes a red giant in the future, and whole solar system dying. Like Altspace is dying now. And I have the beyond the solar system part where we will go to distant stars, how big they are compared to our sun, how big the universe actually is. In the end, we'll go into a black hole. You can see that on the right side here. It's a big black hole. We'll go into that and go to the singularity, the end of everything here. Yeah, in the future of my solar system, Altspace is shutting down. My solar system will die here in Altspace. But I already ported it to VR chat as a first platform. And what I found out is like after just 1 month in VR chat, I already got to the same favorite amount of Altspace in 3 years. So in Altspace, it was on the top 6th place or something with 2,800 favorites in Altspace. And after 1 month, it's already at the same amount in VR chat. So it's getting like quite a lot of people who see it. Also younger audience, of course, than in Altspace. And sometimes when you see how people use it, it's really It's also a good experience, like also for me to see how people interact with this kind of content, and because it's educational content in the end, it's still entertaining, but it's educational, and seeing like screaming kids in VR chat. I mean, you all know what's going on in public instances in VR chat. Just screaming kids and actually looking at the animation, like the asteroid impact, it actually shut down for some minutes to actually look at the animation. And I mean, if it's actually working in public instances in VR chat, I think it's also a really good indicator how it could work in schools. So that's why I'm also supporting to Engage. Engage can be used in many schools. So people, schools will be actually use that kind of content, the newer versions of my solar system, and so teachers can actually use it in their classes. It was already happening here in VR chat and in Altspace, but not a lot. Like Altspace is not a really accessible platform, like a really easy platform for schools. But as far as I know, Engage is better for that purpose. Yeah, but always add more elements and animations. Some screenshot of how it looks like in VR chat. It looks almost the same on Quest. It looks a bit better on PC because I have my post-processing and all that. You see the glow effects here. Looks a bit better. Like the inside of Jupiter here. Develop new shaders and effects to show like something that you can't really. It's like really hard to visualize. I'm really trying to visualize something no one has really done before. Yeah, it's like the Venus tree. You will also see that during the tour in Altspace. That's it for the presentation. We'll go to that. You will see the code here, but I will also make a portal. But before we go there, I will allow hand raises if you have any questions now. And then we can do the tour. Highlight hand raises. You can click on your hand raise symbol if you have any questions now. If not, okay, private. Private, you're on.
How long do you think it took you to make the solar system? How many hours of work do you suppose you put into it?
I have no idea. For me, it was always like a passion project. I never really wrote down hours or anything. It might be hundreds. I really don't know. It's probably a lot because it's also like always a lot of shader development, a lot of learning, and porting it back from other projects and new developments and redoing stuff. Yeah. So I don't know. I can't really say a number. It'd be like a few hundred maybe.
Nice.
Anyone else? If not, I guess we can go. That's another one. Serene.
Hi, hope you can hear me okay. I'm wondering, like, you've learned a lot through the process of building it in Altspace and now trying to recreate it in VR chat. I am just really wondering if maybe if there are things and features that you can do in VR chat that you weren't able to do within Altspace that you'll be able to emulate there that you can't do here. And if so, what are they? And I'd love to hear about like maybe some inspirations for evolution for your work there as well.
Yeah. VR actually has, in most cases, more capabilities than Altspace on the developer side, on the Unity side. Doesn't really have a lot of tools out of the box like Altspace has, but especially when it's going to the high-end part, especially PC, I can just add more quality to the worlds without actually scaling down the Android or the standalone version too much. The solar system on standalone looks pretty much the same. It looks much better on PC, so you have a higher contrast of visual quality. But what's interesting about VR chat is like the scripting is more flexible. Like what we have here is the MIE system. It works. It's not too bad. I mean, I can activate animations and all that. I can do tours. But in VR chat, it's like it's more flexible. So already now in this solar system in VR chat, like everyone can actually play the animations. In here, I have to do it. And then they can make their private instances in VR chat, so it's not getting too chaotic, like screaming kids running around. So the scripting part is with many more capabilities. Also, we also have some nice tools like development tools like audio visualizing and all that. I will use it for other worlds. I'm porting to VR chat, but that's not that interesting for VR chat. I have like one major limitation. That's the 100 megabyte limitation, but I can manage that. Just means that I have to scale down some planet textures, and they will probably make that higher in the future. So it's like I'm getting more visual quality for PC, and I have more interactivity. That's what that's really good on VR chat. Okay, anyone else? Okay. And I would say we will make a portal now, and we can go. Just have to scroll through all my words here. There it is.
Oh, I didn't realize I was muted there. Yeah, the world code is behind us as well, everyone as well. So I don't know if you keep that in your memory and then
we have
get
33
lost.
people now, so worst case, someone will not be able to get in, but because like some people here are in there as moderators, should work.
Okay. Well, yeah, if anyone gets lost, then this event is still live, so just come back here and you'll see the world code as well. So.
And you will also be able to see us in popular worlds, so it's still an open world.
Yeah.
So when you go to your world tab, popular, you will definitely find us there. I don't think there's any world right now that's even close to almost 30 people. Okay.
Is everyone ready now? Is everyone?
I think some people are missing, but you will find us. Go to popular and join us.
Join us.
Project.
So
no, it will die here. Microsoft killed the cat.
Microsoft Kitty Cat.
Yeah.
Schrodinger's cat.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
At the moment, it's alive here, not alive in VR chat. It's actually called Schrödinger. So yeah.
The picture says this is never going to end anymore. Oh no.
Okay, before we're just waiting here for everyone to arrive. There are some tools on the right panel here. You can just grab one of these interactive tools, like the infospheres, and you can look through them and look to the sky. You will see some constellations. What you can also do is going into that constellation sphere over here and see all the constellations around you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's an inverted sphere. I'm using a stencil buffer to show the constellations.
That's so
你在哪儿？
cool.
我在小王子的左边，你在哪儿？
Oh, you can make it big.
Wow, so beautiful.
So you can also see some planets over here, the dwarf planets, Pluto, and all the planets. Many people are asking about Pluto where it is because it's not behind Neptune over there, but I have it in the dwarf planet section here.
Hi, Peters. Ja, ja, genau. Das ist so eine Marketing-Akademie.
Oh my gosh.
Ich hätte da eigentlich auch hinfahren sollen, aber hier, das ist Niko, großartig, wunderbar. Big Highlight. Hi, sei gegrüßt, hallo.
Hey.
Hallo, moin. Sei gegrüßt, wunderbar.
Du kennst das schon ein bisschen besser hier, dass du das ist.
Wir haben viele,
Hast du schon in VR-Chat angeguckt?
Ich war einmal ganz kurz drin, aber auch nur wirklich nur sekundenschnell und war, um mir da alles zu favorieten sozusagen, damit ich dann drauf habe. Und das ist jetzt für die nächsten Tage ist das jetzt angesagt. Was ich halt gut finde, wie du vorhin gesagt hast, dass man das dann selbst spielen kann und nicht jedes Mal da sein muss.
Ja, genau. Also das kann jetzt jeder wirklich selber machen. Ich bin auch, das System wird auch noch angepasst. Also ich bin auch noch nicht ganz fertig und ich bin noch nicht ganz zufrieden, wie es funktioniert, aber das wird jetzt nach und nach weiter geupdatet. Und da wird auch mehr Content kommen dann. Okay,
As a special
das mit der
privilege
Größe ganz kurz, müssen wir nachher nochmal reden. Alles gut, mach mal.
Ja, lass nachher, genau. Okay, so we'll start the tour on the sun. And on this panel over here, you can see the sun on the left side, and it's a teleporter. You can teleport to every planet here in an easy way. So let's go to the sun.
You just click on it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Hope you all
Niko,
remember
this
to
is
put your factor 2
amazing.
billion sunscreen on.
Don't walk into the sun yet. It's really hot. So I'm not sure if everyone is already here. I think there's still some people missing. Yeah, we're just waiting for everyone. So look to the sun. Look how big it is. This is actually to scale to all the other planets here. Even when you go into the sun now, you will see the inner layers of the sun, including the core in the center. It's actually to scale to all the other planets here. So you actually get a really good feeling for the size.
So this actually gives us an idea of how far away the planets are from the sun?
No, the distance is not the distances, but the sizes. This is more about the sizes here. There's another space later where it's more about distances. I will see that. I have a video here of the sun's surface. It was the video they made. I released a few months ago, and actually see how it looks like on the surface. I'm not quite there yet to make that kind of visual quality in here and in Unity, but maybe in the future I will actually have that here as a 3D scene in a few years to get that kind of quality.
Are you using VRChat as well?
So let's go into the sun now, and we'll go into the core where all the fusion happens.
I see. Okay.
I did use it before, and I
Oh.
been to some events and stuff with friends who had
Oh.
there, but it's been a while, to be honest.
Oh, this is surreal.
None of the stuff you do in VR chat is great, but this is still beautiful. It still looks glowy and nice.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's nice. And it still looks the same on VR.
Quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the core, you see the core in the center, that's where all the fusion happens. It's like up to 15, I think it's 15 million degrees.
My gosh. This is amazing.
Hello, Nico.
Yeah, so this is the center of the sun, 15 million degrees. All the fusion happens here. It actually takes a while until the energy generated from that big fusion reactor here is actually get out of the sun. It actually takes thousands of years. There's a small teleport button here in the center. When you click on it, you will get back to the starting point here. Yeah, we'll wait for a few seconds. Maybe I will also
Nico, is this really what it sounds like? Like sound? Is that actually a recording?
Of him up on stage to send to him too.
Austin, you can join. We're going to see Earth. Wir gehen in 2 Minuten, wir gehen in Erde und Nico kann die Animation zeigen. Bist du da?
Oh, okay.
Mit dem Meteoroid.
Ah, okay. Papa? Hier steht wieder was ich nicht verstehe. You are entering a unmoderate space that contains user generate content.
Ah, sehr gut, hè?
Mach Cancel. Klick Cancel. Cancel, weil das war ein Portal.
Ja, das ist so.
Oh, Nico is back.
Yeah, we're back.
Hast du gesehen? Da sitzt Google.
Wow.
So, I hope everyone is back.
Yes.
Und Pan?
Ja.
I hope no one is lost. I will do a short respawn all here, so we can be sure that no one was lost in the sun here.
The last people, have problems.
Lost in the jump. And Wi-Fi.
Go back, you can stay on the other point.
Okay, go to the release page.
Okay.
TDC.
Yeah. Okay, so now everyone is definitely back again. We will continue the tour. We will skip the first planet, Mercury, but we start with the second one. It's Venus. So you can click on Venus here, or you can directly go there. It's not really far away. That's over here.
Not really far away, I like that.
You can also walk into the planet and see the inner layers of the planet. Also, I'm really trying to make even the inner layers as accurate as possible to what we know.
That's right.
Getting pretty hot in here.
Warm hands.
That's so cool. Oh man.
Isn't it cool?
Already, it's very hot.
It is just awesome.
Venus is a really hot planet, like not only inside, because it has a lot of CO2 in the atmosphere. It's closer to the sun than Earth, and so you can see it here. It has a really dense atmosphere. But I always wanted to show during the tours how it looks like on the surface. So I actually added an element here, and I can show you that one. Starting it now. So it's opening over here. And it's like a portal to the surface of Venus, and you can just go inside here. And we will stand on Venus and kind of see how it looks like.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah. So I think I found it. So it's this. It's got to be this one, right? It's the .com free MRE or spacewalkpreserver.tgz.
No, it's
Yeah,
for 400 degrees centigrade, no, 700 centigrade, like 400 Fahrenheit. Like it's a lot. 700 Fahrenheit, it's 400 centigrade. Yeah.
Tiny ripper and blow.
Hmm. So wait.
I will also add these stencil spheres here. I will call it the special shaders, so I can have like a virtual reality experience inside virtual reality. So I will have more of these in the future for Mars, Io, like different planets and moons of the solar system.
Wow.
When I first saw this, when Nico presented it for the first time, I thought, oh, this is like VR in VR. You know, when you compare to most of the normal worlds, when people build houses and you have the walls and everything, here it just works differently on your mind. Because some scientific facts about this planet.
Scientific, yeah, like I said, it's a lot of CO2 in the atmosphere. It's really dense atmosphere, and that's why it's also hot. And 400 degrees actually on the surface. You wouldn't survive here for 1 second. You would burn. The pressure would kill you, or like the acid in the acid in the atmosphere would kill you. Like there's a lot that would kill you here. You wouldn't even survive a second.
Wouldn't know if anybody's done a silent but deadly fast because it stinks like that all the time.
Wouldn't make much difference.
Yeah, it's not a sort of sci-fi here. Yeah. So you wouldn't.
You can go outside and see yourself.
You wouldn't want to go here. There was a set like you hear a sound. You actually hear a sound like a sound. It's actually part of the recording they made. It was a probe, Soviet probe in the 70s. It was an actual recording. It survived for I don't know 30 seconds or something, and then it was also just died, melted or something. So the only sound we have from Venus. So look, let's go to the next planet.
I love the name tag so much in here. It's more immersive because the name tags can be a bit breaking of immersive.
Oh, that's so cool.
So planet Earth is over here. Let's have a look.
Oh, das ist so tiny gemacht von ihm.
Oh my gosh, there's a core with the core.
Inside.
Holy crap.
Yeah, there's an inner core and an outer core. The outer core is a liquid core. The inner core is actually a solid iron core. And the friction between the different elements here actually creates the magnetic field we have here around us.
No lizard people inside.
Not here, no.
Somewhere.
You will find the lizard people in VR chat.
That's funny because it's true.
Carsten, hörst du auf Englisch auch?
Was?
Stellst du
So-
auf Englisch?
Okay, so where's Germany on here?
It's not synchronized to everyone, but when spinning me around here, and we will find Europe at some point, and then we
Where are we?
Germany.
Jim's probably at
I'm still
night.
figuring out
In
the way
darkness.
to synchronize for everyone. But what's synchronized is the
There's
animation.
Africa.
Will
Found
it be
Africa.
synchronized in VR chat or how?
I will maybe find ways to synchronize it there. It's not that easy because it's synchronized in the shader right now, and the shader, maybe I will find a way. I'm not sure yet, but hopefully we will also be able to. The art is more interactivity also.
Yeah,
means I will be
then
able
you got
to
new users
overlay,
coming in, gets
overlay
complicated
for-
and
for-
expensive
yeah.
to try and do that.
I remember I scolded my son. I scolded my son because he didn't find I asked him to point at America, and he pointed right in the middle of the ocean, and I said, "Man, boy, what does education come to?"
A lot of arguments about that here because it's not synchronized, and we always have to remind people. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do the animation.
Somebody's on top of the world. Is there a moon?
Take a step back here and stand here where I am. And I will play animation, and that's we'll do a short time travel now to 66 million years back in time, when the Chicxulub asteroid hit planet Earth and killed many dinosaurs, not all of them. So just watch. Okay, so you see the asteroid here. Okay, and now look to the Earth. We'll do a time travel now.
Oh my god.
And you can see the asteroid here. Exactly, you can see the asteroid here. It's much smaller now. It's to scale actually. So that's what most people see. That's how small it actually was. It was not like a moon-sized object. It was 10 to 15 kilometers, like a city.
Now it's on my arm.
Don't stop! Protect the earth! Stop the dinosaurs! We're gone!
Oh, watch out! Watch out, dinosaurs!
Shockwave goes past, it's destroying everything. Scorches, fires.
Yeah, there was a lot of wildfires. Like the heat wave was going around the planet for 2 hours. Like it was a long, it took longer than a big heat wave, and everything that was outside were really interesting. So only the smaller light stuff.
So is this our future or is it past? So cool.
Transported back to the current Earth. There you go.
Yeah,
Ah.
now it's about us again.
So what about the
About,
live
I
weather
think-
report shaders? Have you got that yet? So it's like real time.
No,
Real-time
not
weather
weather
mapping
report
around the
shaders yet. No, not that yet. Maybe that's something with the far future.
That's in future,
Yeah.
That's,
About
That
1.5
that
or 2 months
will be a lot
ago,
better.
if I recall, there was this event there with NASA that they sent this rocket to hit the comet, Remember this one? It was live.
Yeah.
There was a beautiful
Microsoft
event here
Tools.
that Nico created in the solar system with a huge screen, and we watched it. And we were thinking about this asteroid, that this technology today can help us, to avoid this kind of situation. We can like change the direction of the comet. But then Nico mentioned that it could be also actually used as a weapon.
Ich
Yeah.
glaube,
Oh
die sind
yeah.
alle ein bisschen älter als ich.
Yeah.
Redirect that where you want to redirect that. Very
Yeah,
dangerous.
of course.
Yeah.
Aber ich
Okay,
weiß, warum
so
es
that-
eben wärmer wurde,
that
als
event
wir an
that
der
was-
Erde waren. Als
That
wir
event
So
that
let's
was
let's
held
let's go to the
in,
next planet.
We talked about it for some time, and it was quite an event in people's VR world. I mean, it was a marked
Yeah.
event.
It was something really.
So you can see planet Mars here. And when you go where I am here, you will see two small stones in the air here. So they're really small. Just come close here and you will find them. And that's actually the moon's Phobos and Deimos of Mars. And when you compare to the size of the asteroid, it's actually really similar to the size of the asteroid, because there are actually asteroids brought into the gravitational field of Mars, and in the future they will also like crash into Mars. Yeah.
What scale are we at? Like our avatars.
Interesting question.
The planets
Yeah, I
itself
mean-
are like, I'm not really sure how much
Trying to
bigger
think
we
to
are
scale
here.
us
I would have
based on Marvel
to.
characters. Like how,
We're
Yeah.
probably about 2,000 kilometers tall.
what Marvel
The
superhero?
Earth
Yeah.
is 6,000, about a third of that, so about 2,000 kilometers tall.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Mars. I also have an image here how Mars looked like in the past, maybe with water, or how it could look like if you terraform it. So it's just it's not finished yet, but that would be kind of Mars with water and then vegetation.
Oh,
Wow. So you've
Beautiful.
already began the terraforming of Mars then.
I like that
I
island.
already began.
It's not finished yet. It sounds like you've actually
It's
started.
not. Yeah, that's something that will be implemented in the future. That's more about like terraforming Mars or how it could have looked like in the past.
This is like a good place to live. Like there's a lake, got a water view.
I've got like a bar. I'm building a bar over here. It's like right on the edge
Nice.
here. So
Well, right, I'm just on that curve.
it's really expensive though to import the alcohol. So
We'll add
Not if you
dinosaurs.
get there.
Like a
Let
garden.
them isolated on the island.
So that's our Mars now.
Yeah, it's gonna be
How it
really,
looks like now.
really awful beer.
So next planet will be Jupiter.
Mars.
Isn't it funny that how humans act? It's like, oh look, there's
I think we're off to Jupiter.
So we meet at the moons of Jupiter here, the Galilean moons, the four big ones. And also we will also have a look inside Jupiter later, but let's just start here. Doing a few emojis here so you can find us. Yeah, just have a look at the moons here. So this Io is the first one here. It's a volcanic moon. Let's look inside it and see the volcanoes on the dark side here. It's actually footage of every single volcano here on the map of
Space
Io.
avatars inside of it.
It's actually matching the real volcano
much ice in
locations.
there.
On the smaller ice moons here, you can also see that there's actually water under the surface. It has an icy surface, but there is actually ocean. Of course, like people ask and scientists suspect maybe there's even life.
Oh,
So
that's
maybe in the
cool.
future we'll just drill into the ice crust here and look into the water and see, oh, that's actually something here.
Oh,
It's not the only
cool.
moon. Europa is not the only moon in the solar system that could have life in the icy oceans under the surface. Also, Ganymede here so also has an ocean. Or Callisto.
Oh my gosh.
This is amazing.
That was quite a knock, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Damage now.
What is happening here? Oh my gosh. 1, 2,
Hi.
3, 4.
Can you keep going?
Wow.
Whoa. Can you go inside?
Konnten wir einen Planeten. Und
Yeah, it feels like you're in a
es ist
snowball.
irgendein Mond von
Water.
Jupiter has more moons than just 4. So there's just the 4 big ones. And you can even see the 4 big ones in the telescope, the Galilean moons. It has about like 50 or 60 moons in total, but there are many smaller ones.
Much smaller core.
Okay, so we'll do the next animation now. So everyone can look to the sun from here. So just look to the sun. And I will play an animation that shows what will happen to the sun in up to 7 billion years. It will become a red giant. So it's not an explosion. It kind of sounds like an explosion, but it's more like an expansion over a long period of time. And it will become a white dwarf after that. So that's the animation we'll see now. I'm starting.
Can you take
Oh my god. Run! Hurry up.
So Jupiter is safe. Like it will be hotter over here, but the inner planets will actually fall into the sun, or the sun will just go beyond their orbits, maybe even beyond the Earth's orbit. So we will not survive that. But it's up to 7 billion years. It's a long time. We'll probably not be there anymore.
So we've always been up close person with the sun, but
It'll
now
all
the
be
sun
immortal.
close
It'll all be in
person
VR
with
by
us.
then, so we'll be in a metaverse. Consciousness will be uploaded. This game is terrifying. Trailer music as well. No, I like it.
You can see it's losing the outer layers in the last phase and become a white dwarf. The white dwarf is just a really small star. It's just big as the planet Earth. Doesn't make enough light to not enough energy for the planet. Everything is really cool here.
Gee. Can you hear me?
Okay, now in our time again. Let's go into Jupiter. Some people don't know about like what actually is the surface of Jupiter. We know it's a gas giant, but it's actually not only gas. When you go deeper, it's primarily hydrogen, so hydrogen is a gas. But when you go deeper and deeper, it's becoming more like a liquid material or even a metallic material. And we can go inside here. It's really hard to visualize. And I think in the VR chat version, I try to make it more convincing so you can see the stormy cloud layer here, more like hydrogen gas. Going deeper and deeper, and the state of hydrogen changes.
I like the sounds.
The core is like a strange object because there are no like clear boundaries here. There's no clear surface. It's more like a gradient between different states of hydrogen and materials.
Hey Nico, I'm just curious, like, have they actually registered the frequencies associated with each of the planets? And if so, is that part of the sound base you're using?
That's why it's a gas giant.
And that's actually the frequency of the radio waves they record. Generated by storms, by magnetic fields, and all that. So that's actually part of the sound here.
Really? I can't believe the level of details you thought of. Thank you.
Wie spät ist es? 3 Minuten nach 9, oder?
Okay, so let's go outside. We'll go to the next planet, Saturn. So follow me over here. You can just walk outside the planet here. We'll meet at Saturn, the planet with the rings.
How the sound.
You can just have a look at the moons here while we wait for everyone. So the Titan here is a really interesting one. Titan is the only planet in the solar system that really has a dense atmosphere.
Ich sehe nichts, es muss enger sein. Ich möchte das
Ich brauche immer eine Sekunde, bis es merkt, dass da wieder einer dran ist. So, der mit dem Hut und dem roten Shirt ist übrigens Björn.
Der wichtigste. And these are the moons. Oh, kannst du es wieder enger machen? Könnt ihr mich hören? Oh.
Ja, du kannst reden.
Ja.
Hören dich.
There's one really interesting moon here, and it's quite small, and it's this one here. It's called Enceladus. When you look inside it, you will see that it also has water under the surface. And on the south pole of Enceladus, they found geysers, water geysers, coming out of the moon. And they found the material, I think it was methane or something, and they couldn't really explain it because it could be like created actually like with life forms or like volcanic activity, but there shouldn't be any volcanic activity on the moon because it's too small. So scientists can't really explain it right now. It could actually be a hint to life on Enceladus, on the small moon here, but could also be something different.
Aliens are coming in the past and have been ordering things in the ring.
You hear the sound here. When you go near Saturn now, you hear that really strange sound, and it's also coming from the radio waves that were recorded. Quite creepy.
Wish they had like asteroids you can touch. That would be so cool.
So these were radio waves that actually recorded coming from the planet.
Yeah. Was a recording radio telescopes. recorded the sound. Yeah. Yeah, it's spooky. Yeah. The rings here are the rings of Saturn here actually the real rings created from a photo. I created a special shader, so it's really high resolution here. So you can, it's actually the same how it looks like in reality.
The radio telescope to the planet and picking up all what they thought were the signatures
Schon
that they
rausgefunden, wie man
converted to
alle
audio.
Fotos von Altspace runterlädt?
Sounds like that. Oh my goodness.
Ja, gibt so eine Option. Kannst du auf der Seite machen, Altspace Website. Ja,
Da muss ich nicht alles
Kannst du ein Selfie machen?
Ja, wobei da ist irgendwie Schrott dabei. Wobei das sind natürlich auch viele Erinnerungen an meine ersten Kleidungsstücke und so. Das gibt's natürlich dann auch noch. Aber es ist schon geil hier. Ist schon geil hier.
I feel like
Ich habe gerade hier
I'm in the
das
last
ist ja
house when I go inside.
hier ist ja der Philo und da ist die Hanna. Und die sehen ja wirklich genau aus wie funktioniert. Das ist geil. Also,
normally be able to see a ring around the planet system. Unless some of the freaky elements that knock the planet off
Ich hatte wohl
you wouldn't have been aware that any planet
hier,
had a ring.
der
Okay, so let's do the next part here. So that was the planet part. I have a second part here, the solar system is beyond the solar system. That's not ported to VR chat yet, so you will see it now. I will just teleport us back to the beginning. So I do a respawn, so be prepared. Okay, I respawn everyone now.
Yeah. We just happen to be here at the right time.
Respawn. Hello, kitty cat.
Okay. So on the left panel here, you can see a green teleporter button on the left side here. Click on that, and we'll meet in the next part.
Everybody back into one space.
Beautiful.
Oh, fun.
So I would recommend everyone.
Which one is out of the blast radius? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Wow.
So-
Earth
so
is so
just-
far
just-
away.
Just like everything is in a different scale here, so everything is much smaller. So the next stars we will see in the black hole is also scaled to our solar system here. So just hold your finger next to the sun here. Just hold your finger next to it, so to get a feeling how big our sun is. Just like your fingertip. And over here, where the Earth
Everyone's
is,
summoning something right now. There's this ritual happening in the middle.
There's a label here, Earth, and you will see a green ring around a pixel. The green ring is actually the moon orbit, and the small pixel in the center of that green line is the Earth. You're just a pixel in that space here.
Oh yeah.
Niko, I wonder, I assume you've played Elite Dangerous.
I haven't. I have seen videos, but I've never played it.
I recommend that as like a VR experience, one of those experiences that just completely took me aback, because you come out of orbit into like the suns, right, while you're in your spaceship, and it's just crazy. It's so cool.
Where was the blast radius that we were just experiencing?
The red giant will expand to the point of Earth here. So the Earth's radius, the orbit here, the green line here, that's actually where the expansion of the sun will be. Like, it's a lot bigger than our original sun here. Yeah.
That's massive.
Yeah, when did you say that was going to happen?
We will project like 1 billion years from now up to 7 billion years. This is like a long.
I'll put it in my calendar.
Yeah.
Pencil it in, in case it
Yeah,
changes.
exactly. Yeah. I just want to make
That
sure.
must be a big calendar.
How much time do we have?
No, put it in your calendar.
Lots
You
of
wouldn't want to
time.
miss it, would you? Forget.
No,
Okay, so let's go to the next planet here. You can
Set a
also see
reminder.
Jupiter. You can actually see Jupiter a bit better here because it's a big planet, but
Little
still
inner
it's
planets.
tiny compared to what we will see next.
You can still see the rings.
Oh, wow.
It's so little. I love how the sun is still like casting a shadow.
You can see at the outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, the distances become really, really big. Also, distances are to scale in here in the solar system model. So you can kind of see distances are really getting really, really far.
Excuse me,
Venus,
sir. I can see
Neptune.
Uranus.
I beg your pardon.
I can't even see
Uranus.
it.
Damn. Can't see it at all.
Say, oh, I see.
So
Oh.
Anybody else see Uranus?
Who's that guy?
Uranus.
The guy in white. Okay, anyway, just ignore that guy.
Yeah. Really do.
He's taking
Oh,
live
yeah.
footage of Uranus.
It's just to get this. Amazing.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Okay, and then you just go beyond Neptune here and just keep walking. So where I am here, and just keep
can't even
walking.
see
You'll
it.
be in the
Can you
next
see it?
part.
I think I see something very tiny, but it can also be imagination. I don't know.
It's so amazing. Oh.
You're so far away.
Oh my god, look at the baby portal. It's a baby portal. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. See the baby portal?
Just keep walking over here. Next part. Not that you're getting lost
Is this
here.
the one with the
Not even
Dogons?
heard of it. I can know. And it's very oblate.
And you have like smaller stars here and bigger stars. And Sirius A is like a really bright star. I think it's the brightest one in the sky. And you will see bigger and bigger stars and objects. And it's all to scale to our sun. So just remember how big the sun was. Just your fingertip. That's how big the sun is compared to the suns you see now. The star here is the brightest star we currently know. Has a strange name. It's a really generic name, but it's actually the brightest star we currently know, the blue giant. And the next one, Sagittarius A star, is the supermassive black hole in the center of our galaxy. I actually have a photo. There's a photo. They made it like half a year ago, and yeah. So that's Sagittarius A star.
Technology to eventually get that photo after somebody dreams they could work out how to do it. But this is what it's like in it's a bit more advanced. Niko's from the future.
Do we actually know what color black holes are?
Mark.
Or
Remember, the black hole.
They
The
don't-
black hole
they
itself
don't
doesn't
know.
have a color. It's the matter around the black hole, from all the friction and all that's making the color. The energy released from matter falling into the black hole. The black hole itself is black. That's why it's called black hole. The light can't escape the black hole because the gravity is too extreme. So Sagittarius A star is actually already a really big black hole. Usually they are just the size of a few kilometers, like 20 kilometers. So this is already a big one, but you can see in the background like an even bigger black hole. That's the black hole we go into the last part of the tour. That's ton 618. It's actually the second biggest black hole we currently know. There's a new one that might be bigger than ton 618, just from a few weeks ago. I will have to adjust the space here in the future. We'll probably always have to adjust it because there are always new data and yeah. So now we're going to the blue giants here, and now they're getting really big. And just remember how big the sun was in our solar system was. Our Earth was just a pixel compared to these elements here. Yeah.
Complexity.
We have like a whole universe inside of our body too.
In
a black hole.
It might be dwarfed on
Your
scale, but
body
it's
is
not
actually
dwarfed in
created
complexity.
from the dust
It's
of
a
the
giant.
In the space, no one can hear you. I think scream.
Okay, let's go to the last stars here.
Here it is true. Here it is really true.
Betelgeuse
However,
is a
once
star that will probably become a supernova on a cosmological scale like really soon. It can take up to 100,000 years, maybe 10,000 years, maybe much quicker. Like scientists recorded some anomalies a few months ago where it actually dimmed a lot. It's because of it's actually losing mass, and then the outer layers kind of hide part of the star, but it could go supernova any time, or it's already going supernova, and then we haven't seen it yet because the light still has to reach us. And it will be a bright, like if it's actually happening in our lifetime, it will be a really bright star in the sky, almost as bright as the full moon, and it will be there for a few weeks. That would be it already happened like a few times in human history where like supernovae happened, and always like really important astrological events for humanity. Yeah.
They actually have early warning systems. They have ways of detecting supernova activity, and then what they do is they quickly inform all the telescopes to get there because the information is going to come. But there's particles that go faster than other particles, so you can get a little pre-warning. so you can get to the optical stuff, you can get your telescopes in that direction, ready to see it happen. So they actually have that in place already.
Are you feeling big or small?
You can detect the gravitational waves as well, can't they, with the LiDAR connection?
Or if we actually see it in our lifetime, that supernova, we will get so much important data from all the measurements we have now. Like in the past, humanity, they didn't even know what it is. Like if they see a white star like this, they thought it was like a new god or whatever. Like they had their interpretations, astrological interpretations. Now we actually know what's happening, and we have all the devices, the telescopes. We have we'll get so much data from that supernova if it's happening now. That would be, like, for science, it would be really big. And it's not it's far enough away, so it's not really dangerous for us. Yeah. Let's go to the last star here, Stevenson 218. It's, as far as I know, currently the biggest star we know. Just compare that big star here to our sun. Just remember, our sun was just a fingertip.
I'll lend you one, whoever said that.
Okay. Now I get the scale.
Yeah, just move around. Next part will be the black hole, last part of our tour. So leave the sun, Stevenson, and follow me. We'll go to the edge of the black hole here. We'll go inside. I'm making some emojis here. So everyone come here. We'll wait for a moment. So when you look at the black hole, you can see the light around it, like distorting. It's called gravitational lensing, because the gravity is so strong here that it's actually distorting the light space-time around it. The event horizon is the black part. Everything else around us is just the matter falling into the black hole. Black part is just like that point where the light speed isn't fast enough for the gravity that's pulling the matter into it. Black hole is just a point, actually. The black hole actually doesn't have a size. The black hole is just a point in space-time, because all the matter, all the mass of the black hole is just concentrated into a single point, and the single point is called singularity. It's an infinitely dense point in space-time, and you will see that singularity when we go inside. It's not a realistic representation, can't really show that singularity, but like a artistic representation. So just go inside, just walk into it.
Notice how the stars are being
see when you are inside the black hole.
Gets closer.
Well, I'm glad that we can't get spaghettified.
Yeah, yeah, we wouldn't survive that here.
Look at this.
Just keep walking. You will see the center while when you cross the event horizon.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I was going to say which way's forward. Now I know.
And you can see when you're inside all that matter of the universe and everything around us, all the light energy falling into the singularity in the center. And this is actually to scale. Remember how big our solar system was. Like just in diameter, 11 solar systems would fit into that black hole, just the event horizon. It's massive. And when you reach the center, don't go into the center yet, because there's a portal. It will bring you back. So let's just wait for a moment in front of the singularity. probably make a group photo. If you're on PC, standalone 2D mode, the shift button will be faster. If you have a quest, your left trigger make you faster.
Oh, we've already lost Stephanie. She's gone into it.
Yeah, she went already in there.
There's actually an interesting theory behind black holes and singularity. That the singularity could actually be a new universe. There's like in general relativity, like there must be an opposite side of a black hole called a white hole. Never found white holes, but the white hole could actually be a new universe formed, like a Big Bang. So we would have like new universes formed in these big black holes. That is a theory, we don't know it yet, but I like it.
Well, mainly because I like fantasy. I like to think that maybe on the other side of that, it's an alternative universe, like the multiverse.
It's an alternative, a new universe, alternative. Yeah, it could be. There are theories that actually could fit. It's not impossible. Maybe we'll even find it out somehow.
Might be difficult to transfer, but it definitely could be how energy comes from one dimension into another dimension. So you can see the energy comes out of a black hole as well as into it all. It could be a transference. The energy has to come from somewhere. So M theory with brain theory suggested that there were layers of energy and they interconnect sometimes
and look around
and interfere with each other. So we think that's maybe what the source of these singularities are, and
that's amazing.
Clash into each other.
So maybe we'll do a group photo.
Beautiful.
I think everyone can just be here and we'll make a group photo. Who wants to take a photo?
Oh my gosh,
I'll take
it's
one
beautiful
of these.
from both
We have a
sides.
camera. We have cameras here.
Yeah, you're
right. So maybe you can also make a screenshot. So look into IX camera over there and
Can't see a camera.
Marcus. Yeah. So everyone come here. We'll do a group photo.
There's a white ghostly avatar over there.
And then to the left as well, I think Marcus has taken a photo as well.
Just tell us if you're finished. Do emojis if you've made the photos.
Yes, let's do emojis. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, we go. Yeah, also emojis. Yeah, let's do that.
I did sad faces. I didn't mean to do sad faces.
Oh, sad face.
No sad faces.
Let's play sad faces.
Sad face because Altspace shuts down, so this will be lost for now. But it will be reborn. The solar system will be there in the future. It will be in VR chat. It will be in Engage for schools, so it can be used for education. I think it can be used for education, and it will evolve and it will be better and better.
This is it. This is all. You just be in here. This is exactly. I want an entire world where you just can be in this place. It's incredible. Like sitting in the middle of the black hole. There's something really powerful and amazing and moving it. My name is Serene, liminal, so I'm all about being in the in-between. So technically, this is very much in the in-between, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And you guys can find, so actually my VR chat name and Oculus name is Serene Liminal. Here I'm Serene Spectrum.
So you can actually go closer into the actual singularity, but do be careful, right in the middle there's a portal which will take you all the way back to the start. But if you go inside, you can actually experience what it's like being inside that thing. It's really weird.
If you go into the if you go into the portal, you will also get a prompt, so you can also just cancel it if you don't want to go back yet. But this is the end of the tour. You can go back, you can stay here if you want, but the tour is finished.
Thank you, Nico.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think
thank you
it's
very much.
awesome.
Yeah,
So
right.
cool. Yeah, I wish I
Thank
had
you
this
so
in
much,
school.
Nico.
When I was in
Knocking
school,
out.
this is what I needed
Yeah.
when I was in school to learn.
Maybe all the schools will actually use something like this in the future. And I will work on it so it's available for schools. Engage is a good platform for that already. And future platforms are reported. So this is a project will not die with Altspace. This version of it will die, but content will still be there somewhere.
Yeah, definitely. It'll live on. And as you said, it'd been good Engage, and I know obviously educators in VR as well, moving events into Engage, and so that's perfect. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna have a look in VR chat as well, so I'm gonna check the world out in VR chat, and I'm gonna probably plug my Quest in.
And